And in the centre, broke away smartly as they race up in front of the stands. Orion's Might and Danmas now picking up on the outside. So racing on into the turn, Mara Glen and Conor Banahan on the inside just picks it up from Danmas and Shane Gorey. Race up in second place, Orion's Might, Conor King in third. Shazar is racing in fourth, just ahead of Kentucky Woman, and they're being followed by Ho Ho and Baronia. Charland is next with Voice of a Curlew, and just dropped in is Palace of Winds. They're coming up to the mile pole as Mara Glen strides along a couple of lengths in front. Danmas is second, Orion's Might is third, Shazar is four, and Kentucky Woman five. Ho Ho, Baronia, followed by Charland, the final pair, Voice of a Curlew and Palace of Winds. So they're passing the 7 furlong point, and little change up front. Mara Glen the leader, followed by Danmas, Orion's Might and Shazar, Kentucky Woman, followed by Ho Ho, Baronia, Charland, Voice of a Curlew, Palace of Winds. They're racing on now to the far point of the track. Shortly they'll be reaching the 5 furlong point as Mara Glen leads Danmas, being followed by Orion's Might. Just in behind them is Shazar with Kentucky Woman. Ho Ho is next with Baronia, Charland, Voice of a Curlew, Palace of Winds. Making their way to the final half mile and running towards the straight, Mara Glen leads. Orion's Might in the centre. Shazar improving now to be a close third. Just in behind them, Kentucky Woman. They're followed by Ho Ho and Baronia as they race across now towards the swing in. And Mara Glen with Orion's Might, Shazar right with them on the outside. Kentucky Woman and Ho Ho next. Palace of Winds is improved in the centre of the track. They're racing on to the 2 mark now. Orion's Might, Mara Glen, Shazar in the centre. Ho Ho making ground the near side with Palace of Winds as they race now towards the final furlong and a half. And it's Shay in the centre. Ho Ho who picks it up from Shazar. Palace of Winds the near side. Staying on down the outside, Voice of a Curlew. But it's Ho Ho in front from Shazar, and then comes Palace of Winds. But up towards the finish, Ho Ho and Fran Berry will win it. And Shazar with Charlanda, Kentucky Woman, Voice of a Curlew, Palace of Winds, clear of Mara Glen, Orion's Might, Baronia and Danmas.
Result of the 7th race, 7, 10 and a photo. 7, 10 and a photo.